This review is presented by evdance and The Perfect Gloss.
So I just want to start off with telling you about a car that I've always liked, and that is the BMW Z4. I mean, that is a roadster. It's just like a Miata, a bigger, more fun car, luxurious, comfortable, but very fun on the limit when you push it. And then we come to the Toyota Supra. They share bits and pieces, but I don't even want to get into that discussion of naming them the same car. Two different type of species. One is a coupe, one is a roadster. That's where the divide just goes for me. And I love the Supra. I've driven it a lot on track, I've driven it a lot on the road, and I just think it is a fun car. You can just slingshot it around, you can drift it, you can have fun, but it also comes alive when it comes to the design. I think that this is one of these coupes that looks among the best. You could release this one today, even though it was released 2019, and still it is a very futuristic car in its design. Now we're in Barcelona and we're here to drive more or less a celebration of the Toyota Supra with the A90 Final Edition. And the Final Edition, it comes in 300 units, that's it. It's hardcore. And it's hardcore in that way because the celebration is a celebration to all these drivers that have been driving competition with their Supras and also the GT4 class. And this is more or less nudging a real GT4 car. They've done so much on this car. And by the look of it, you might think that living in the shadow, or not living in the shadow, but replacing the A80, which was so popular, this needed to live up to a lot of things and still live up to a lot of things when it comes to tuning. And when you see this car, you might just think, well, I can just splash on a bit of wings and wider tires and remap it and stuff. But what they showed us at the presentation is just something completely different. Toyota Gazoo Racing, they go in meticulously and rigorously testing all the components. This has been strengthened up, so it's almost like a GT car. Let's just start with the front. Well, you can see the wings here, a lot of carbon fiber. They worked a lot with the aerodynamics on it. There's also a plate in here, which you can remove to let all that hot air from the engine just slip out a little better when you drive it. You got wider tires, Michelin tires on this one. You got a Ducktail wing for better high speed stability and also cornering stability. And of course the engine is remapped a little. You got more power. In this one, it delivers 441 horsepower. In a GT4 car, well, it delivers 450. So that is up. You also up a little on the Newton meters, 71. So it delivers all in all 571 Newton meters of torque. You got a manual gearbox. It does 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.3 seconds. So that's pretty quick. But it's not the sheer speed of this car, which is the thing, because 275 kilometers in tops, well, that is okay, but that's not the thing about this one. They want you to feel like a real GT4 Cup driver. They've also put some cooling on the differential, so there's a bit more slits there to make it cool in hot days or when driving it really, really hard. They also put in a metal bracket in the oil sump to let that oil always be distributed, so you don't lose the oil when the G-forces becomes a little higher. KW suspension on this one, which goes 16 steps in rebound and 12 steps in compression. So that's really good. It's nothing that is electronically adjusted. You need to get down and do that. But isn't that the bit of a charm when you're on the racetrack? Well, it is. A new exhaust system, Akropovic, which sounds even better on this one. And of course, to get that extra racy feel, you need an environment inside that really correlates with a GT4 car. And this one really, really does. Let's close the door. First off, when you look at it, well, you see the steering wheel and it's thin. It's really Porsche-like. And every time I drive a Porsche, I just get the perfect feel. Everyone are just praising Porsche steering wheels. And this has that type of feel, almost even thinner. So when you have big racing gloves on, well, you fill it out really, really well. It's in Alcantara. You got this point here, the red point. There is Alcantara around here. It's in red, really, really cozy. Reminds me a bit of the Honda F-Type R. But the seats, Recaro Podium CF bucket seats, and they are, I mean, they're hardcore. This is the way you want it in a car that should support you in every tough situation when the G-forces are there. And look at them. You get this one, the passenger seat in black, just lovely, carved out, nice, but still rather comfy. So I think you can go for a couple of, 100 kilometers before you get worn out. And then it is in red on the driver's side. So just perfect adjustment forward and backward. You can't get it up and down, but you just sit so well. The steering wheel is adjustable in depth and in height. And then you got this red little circle on the improved manual gearbox that you have as well. Real good feel to that. Short throws, and yeah, you're just home here. Buttons are what they are. Just good in quality. You got an induction charger here, cup holders, got a bit of a cage here, those bars back here, so it's stabilized, and that comes from the GT4 Cup car as well. So everything is just ready for action in this car, and I just love that, and I think that the customers love that too. 1 out of 300 A90 final edition. Of course, you should have a plaquette of that, knowing that you're one of the lucky 300 that get this car, because this car, it is something special. So we're starting out with a regular Supra to drive that, just to get a feel of the track. Then we're stepping into the Lightweight EVO. That is also a bit more sharpened, but you really need to push that to see the difference from the regular one. So in that one, you get 340 horsepower. They've optimized the steering, bit bigger brakes, just as on this one, and also a bit different camber. So that will be interesting. But this is what we're looking forward to. So let's go. All right, we're heading out on the track, and let's see, the base one, driving that one now. Turn all the systems off, and let's just go for a hot lap. So, yep. I mean, this one, the base one, 340 horsepower from this 6-cylinder engine is just so smooth, so powerful. You got 500 Newton meters of torque, and yeah, I mean, it does it on a track like this. Keep in, the grip is just phenomenal in this one. They call it the golden ratio of the weight distribution. And you turn in, good brakes, of course they're strong. Take on, all the way out. It's a beautiful track, this one. And then you brake at the cones, brake hard, let it in. You can do a little trail braking, and yep, and you brake again down to second. You can feel that it wants to throw out a little. So the manual gearbox in this one, I mean, this is what you really, really want. You can stay in third. It's got enough momentum, this one. And now we're catching up. So let's overtake. It's got so much grip, this one. Mechanical grip is just great, and if you want to, you can drift this one around. Beautiful cars. I'm looking forward to that extra feel in the Lightweight EVO, of course. Okay, so we just got the feel of it. 2 laps here of this base one. 340 horsepower does the job with 500 Newton meters of torque. Great chassis in this car. Always loved this chassis. Driven it a lot on track before, and I just know how it behaves. It's got this snappiness about it, but at the same time, very, very manageable. Okay, so we're in the Lightweight EVO. You got bigger brakes on this one. The anti-roll bars are also a bit stiffened up. So you need to push this one to really feel the difference from the base one. But it feels really smooth. There's second gear. Let's see. All right, now you can get out in a little drift. Really, really nice. It feels like it's a little more, planted in some way. You can feel that it is. Yep. A bit more stiff, but you really need to push it to feel the difference here. So this is not a limited version. You got the same horsepower as the base one. Smoothing this line out again. Yeah, You can feel that it's a bit more pointy. They've also worked some with the electronical steering in this one, so it's updated there as well. Very flowy, nice corner, this one. So you can have a bit of fun with it. As you brake and you stay on the brakes, well, then the tail might come a little, but it's still very, very planted, this one. Straight here, so you can reach 200 kilometers an hour. The strong brakes, they do their job. Really, really nice. And I just love how it bites. And if you want to, you can just throw out the back end. This is the cool down. Now you can feel the difference here from the normal one. It's a bit more on its toes. You really need to push it a bit harder to feel the differences, but the differences are there. And where else than on a track can you notice that? Sure, you can just buy it and say that, you know, I got the EVO, it's cool. It's a bit more optimized for the track. But on the regular roads, sure, I like to drive a bit actively on the regular roads as well. But this is a nice step up, but I don't think that you really need this one compared to the base one. The base one is just fine enough, you can have fun enough in it, those small extra details. If you're active with your Supra and you want to go on some track days and you really push it and you want to evolve to a different level and become a little better driver, then of course this will benefit you with some of that. Now we're in the A90 final edition, so a bit of a homage to all these track fanatics that drives Supras. This will be very, very interesting. I mean, this is a hardcore car that nudges the GT4 cars with just some couple of newton meters off and a couple of horsepowers off, but everything is stiffened up here. You got wider tires, you got more stiffened up suspension, you got the compression rates in so many different steps that you can set, rebound as well from the KV suspension. So this will be very, very interesting. 441 horsepower, and yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this one now because we just got 2 fast laps, which is a bit of a shame. I want to be here a bit more. Let's just set it into the right position. So we got everything turned off, stability control is turned off, we got it in sport, and that's about it. Let's go. Okay, you can feel that there's a lot more punch in it. Yep, a bit more stiff ride, this one. Power is up, of course. Little nudge there on the brake. Get in, and yep. This is more sporty. It really, really is. Keep the line perfect. Wow, you can see that. It has a totally different character, this one. You can keep a completely different pace here. Wider tires, the Michelin tires, which grip phenomenally well. And yeah, you reach a different speed here. Wow, this is cool. And the brakes, they do their job. Updated, bigger brakes. Balance in this one is just phenomenal. Wow, yeah, you can feel the G-forces in this one, and that is also something, that oil sump, they put in a bracket in that one to make the oil distribute a bit better so you don't lose any of that. Wow, this is a different beast. It is a different beast. Down on the brakes, strong brakes. You can feel that they do their job. Now we keep third, and then we just throw it in. Quick, wow. The connection is just so good. The balance is perfect, and the steering input, that has also been worked out. And the steering feel, this thin thin alcantara steering wheel gives so much feel. So everything is on top here. Can get up to 5th. And hard on the brakes. Well, the brakes you can brake a lot later. And rotate it in here. Wow. What a control. This is different. This is something that I think I would really want. It feels like a Porsche GT3 in some way. Just the way you want it. Just the way you want it. And you can work with the momentum that has been raised. I mean, 571 Newton meters. That's a bit more. Just keep it in, 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 keep it in. Yep, and here we are. Wow, 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 wow. And you grow after just one lap. You grow with this car. Wow. It's phenomenal. The brakes, they do not, fade. They're just there. Can be more and more, brave in the corner. So you grow fantastic with this car. Wow. Now this is good. This is good. And what a day and what a track. But the control is just there. I mean, I can talk this much still and just be in full control, but I don't want to play around with the second gear because it hasn't been, my favorite today. And you don't need second gear on this track. Just a little nudge and then you floor it in here. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. They made something really spectacular with this one. So, yeah. Happy customers that get their hands on this one. Oh man, you can drift it out and it's there. On the brakes, a little trail brake in if you want to keep the grip down. You can keep up a bit more speed. Wow, this is just like a ballet dancer. It's just there on your command, on every input. Wow. Oh, I could do this all day as any driver would with this car, and it just slingshots you from one corner to the other. And I like this one. Get in here, you can keep some speed over the curves and all the way up here. And you sit so well. You sit tucked into it. You don't get thrown from side to side because it's there, and it's rather comfortable at the same time. Now this one is cool. Looks like a Batmobile in this black color, matte black color. If you would have a automatic transmission, then of course you would be a little quicker, but this is more fun. This is more engaging. Beautiful car. This is something different. They should do it in more units, this one. Really, really good ride. Need to drive some more.